Hello friends, now we are studying short circuit current and power calculation. In previous classes, we have studied xd double dash was lesser than xd dash and xd. So if we had this kind of arrangement, so if we are calculating fault current IF or ISC, or we can say ID, so we can write simply EF upon XD. If we are taking the XD, then this will be ID. ID dash will be equal to, basically these are all the magnitude, EF upon XD dash, and ID double dash is equal to EF upon XD double dash. So you can see from here that XD double dash is less than XD dash is less than XD. So from here we can calculate another relation, ID double dash is greater than ID dash is greater than ID. So whenever we are going to find out the short circuit current or short circuit power, there would be a term subtransient or transient or steady state or simply short circuit power. Simply short circuit power means steady state power. So based on the question, you have to give lots of concentration. So here we calculated two important formula, and you have to remember from the objective point of view. So now guys, if we have any EF and this is Z, this is the impedance Z, and previously it was open at means no load. When the short circuit occur, then this will be ISC. From here we can write that the value of ISC is equal to EF upon Z, and we also can see that the value of ZPU is equal to Z actual upon Z base. This is question number 2. And we also can see that if we are calculating Z base, then it can be written as EF means voltage base upon current base IB. So we have three formulas. So now what we are going to derive the relation. So from 1, putting the value of EF is equal to ISC into Z in equation number 3. So Z base is equal to EF means ISC into Z upon IB. So what we can see, the value of ISC we can write from here that IB into Z base upon Z actual. We also can see that the value of IC will be equal to IB into 1 upon Z base. So we can write IC in actual value will be equal to IB into 1 upon Z PU. So IC value in ampere, this is ampere because 1 upon ZPU will have no unit and IB have the value of ampere unit. So ISC unit will be ampere. So ISC will equal to IB into 1 upon ZPU. You always need to remember this formula, and also you need to remember this formula like this Z, we know that it can always be represented in per phase. So if here we are applying this formula, then this EF will be is also in phase and this ISC will also in phase. Though we know that in case of star, if any fault or short circuit occurs, then what will happen? This phase value would be equal to line value. Always remember, whenever the fault is coming, IL will be equal to mod of IL will be equal to mod of IPH, or you can directly say value of IL is equal to IPH. So do not need to worry. You have to only remember that if you are applying this formula, if this Z in per phase, this EF is also in per phase. Whatever you will calculate the value of ISC, it will be in per phase as well as line. So do not need to worry. So ISC is equal to IB into 1 upon JPU ampere. We calculated the value of ISC is equal to IB into 1 upon ZPU. What I am going to do is I am going to multiply root 3 into EF both the side into ISC is equal to root 3 times of EF into IB into 1 upon ZPU basically. So what you can see from here that we have discussed earlier, this will be line as well as it will be in phase, and this EF whatever we have taken here is this will be in line. So this will be line value. So this is line value, this is line value, this is line value, this is line and phase equal, this is line and phase equal. So we either we can take phase or we can take line. Those will be same. So what you can see, root 3 into VL into IL. Here root 3 into EF into ISC means this will become short circuit power is equal to root 3 into EF into IB. Base current means this will become base power into 1 upon ZPU. So this value will be in either VA, KVA or MVA or GVA. So short circuit power is equal to this. And now we also calculated the value of ISC is equal to IB into 1 upon ZPU in ampere. So what we are going to do is this is in ampere if the ISC value in per unit will be equal to this total upon base current means IB into 1 upon ZPU divided by IB. So IB will be cancelled out and you will get 1 upon ZPU here. And in case of power also, short circuit power in terms of KVA or MVA here, if you will calculate short circuit power in per unit, then you must divide by base power, and base power will cancel out and you can get 1 upon ZPU. So from these given two formula, this is one thing common that both the values are same in per unit but not in same is current and the power value. But in per unit value if you calculate, then those value will be same. The short circuit current is in 10 pu, then the short circuit power is also 10 pu. Always need to remember this. So per unit value of current as well as power will always be same, and if we are multiplying the corresponding base with current, then this will become short circuit current, and if correspondingly we will multiply with the power, then that will become short circuit power. So these two formula you need to remember. Now what we are going to do is we are going to design one breaking capacity of circuit breaker as we have discussed in introduction part. So here is the given question. A 100 kVA equipment has 5% impedance. The short circuit kVA will be. So short circuit kVA, we know that the formula is base MVA or base kVA into 1 upon ZPU. ZPU has been given as 0.05. 5% means 0.05. So base kVA is 100 into 1 upon 0.05, and this will become 2000 kVA. So short circuit kVA is 2000 kVA. And let us assume if we have circuit breaker which has to be designed. So we calculated the short circuit power is 2000 kVA that is flowing through this circuit breaker. So if we apply the breaking capacity of circuit breaker, so this will have this circuit breaker have should have a minimum breaking capacity of a minimum breaking capacity of 2000 kVA. If you will apply here the breaking capacity of 1800 MVA, let us assume breaking capacity is 1800 MVA and the fault occurs that has 2000 kVA, then what will happen? The short circuit power is greater than the breaking capacity of this 1800 MVA, so this circuit breaker will get damaged. So always need to remember what we will do. First we will calculate the short circuit power, then if we had to design the breaking capacity of circuit breaker, the minimum value of breaking capacity of this circuit breaker should be equal to whatever the fault current or short circuit power we have obtained. So here this is all about the short circuit current and power calculation. Now we are going to solve few numericals. Thank you.